What's up everybody, welcome to SS Academy. In this video we're going to talk about the typecasting in the Java. First of all, I want to give you basic information from our previous videos. We talked about our data types and we said data types are the completely equal to the variables, okay? And when I say typecasting, I mean the variable casting, okay? For example, we know what is double and we also know what is integer, okay? And in this lecture we will see how we can cast this double to the integer or how to cast the integer to the double. Okay guys, first of all I want to show you something. Here I have the two kinds of casting. One of them is widening casting and one of them is narrowing casting. Okay, widening casting will do by Java automatically, but when you do narrowing casting, you should do it manually, I mean by yourself. Let's come here and let's see this first of all. I will define here a new variable and I will say double d equal 5 or 4.5, okay, and I should write here the double, okay, and I'm gonna create here the new integer value. I will say integer a equal 5. Okay, you can see here between this double and the integer variable, I have just one difference, and that is this decimal point. When you have the decimal point, it is the double. When you have the whole number or when you have the normal number, this will be the integer. But however, if I want to write this integer, write this a as a double, what should I do? I will come here and I will say integer b equal 4.5. Okay, you can see when I write like this, my Java yell at me, my IntelliJ IDE yell at me. And let's see what is the problem. I'm gonna come here and you can see the required type is integer, but the provided is double because 4.5 is actually the double. Okay, because we have here the decimal point, but you just set this equal to the integer, but you cannot do this. In Java, if you want to do the same thing, if you want to do this, you should write the casting, okay? That is why we need the casting. For doing casting in the Java, we should write one thing. I'm gonna come here after this. Let's come here. I'm gonna come here after this equal sign. I will write here open and close parentheses and I will write here the integer. Okay, when you write here the integer, you will basically tell to your Java program, I want to manually cast this, okay? And when you write here integer, you will cast this number to the integer. And this is called the narrowing casting. Okay, and I will write here one more thing. When you do narrowing casting, you will lose data. Okay, when you do narrowing casting, you will do data. But when you have the widening casting that we will talk about later, you will not use any data. Okay guys, that is the first rule of narrowing data, and that is you will lose data. Okay, I want to show you by practicing. I want to come here, I'm going to say SOUT and click tab, and I'm going to say just print this b variable. When I say run, you can see the value of this b became 4. But you can ask me, I just said here the integer b equal 4.5. It's because, like I said here, that when you do narrowing casting, you will lose data. You can see here, actually, I lose here the 0.5. Okay, actually, I lose here the digit after this decimal point. Okay, guys, that is called the narrowing casting. And you should do this narrowing casting by yourself. I want to show you this using a drawing. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna just use this. Okay, your double is this. Let's see, this is my double, okay, and my integer is this because the integer less than double. You can see here integer can fit in this double. Okay, I will write here the double because double is bigger than integer. But when you have the integer here, okay, this is my integer. You can see here, I wrote here integer b. But you said I want to write here the double, but double bigger than this integer, okay? You will you should write like this. And when you write like this, you will, let's say, kind of like will cut this, and you will write here that double. That is why you will lose a data, okay? Because the range of double bigger than integer. When you want to fit double into a integer, you will lose data. That is so basic, okay? You can see here, I just lose 0.5. I mean, after this decimal point, I lose this digit, okay? 0.5, I lose it. Okay, guys, now I want to show you what is the widening casting. First of all, let's just remove this. Just remove this. Okay, I'm gonna write here the integer b equal to this d. Okay, you can see here, this is in this section, in this example, I see the same problem because my required type is integer, but I provided double. It is the same thing as before. I should come here, I should say cast to integer. You can see this is the same thing as before. My IntelliJ by default cast this to the integer, okay? Because you will lose data. If you come here, if you say SOUT and the D, when you say run, you will lose the, actually I print here D, I should here print B, okay? I will say run, and I will see the result 4. You can see here, I lose data again. Okay, guys, but let me show you what you can do with not losing that data. I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna say the integer a equal 5, okay, and I will remove this. And I will say that double d equal this a. You can see here, my Java program didn't yell me because there is no problem here. Like I showed you, let me show you one more time. This integer is this, okay, is this round, and the double is this. So, and definitely you can fit this integer into the double, okay? That is why this is called the widening casting. And Java will do this widening casting by automatically, okay? And this is called converting a smaller type to a larger type, okay? There is no problem here. You can come here and you can see SOUT and click tab, and you will see D. Okay, when you run this SQL, sorry guys, it's not SQL. When you run this program, you will see 5.0, and you don't need any, you don't lose any data here. Okay, that is called the widening casting. Okay, let's go over the concept one more time. We said the narrowing casting is the casting that you will lose data. The widening casting is the casting that Java will do this by itself, and you will not lose any data. And this is the casting version that will convert a smaller type to a larger type, and the narrowing casting will convert a larger type to a smaller type. So guys, I hope it is clear for you. If you're having any problem understand this, feel comfortable, ask me any question. Okay guys, let's finish this lesson here. Let's see you in the next video.